Everyone, welcome back to Walt & Sarah's channel. Today we're going to be adding my website to a beanie cap, a knit hat beanie cap. And we're going to be featuring our iStoyo little mini handheld heat press. I think this thing is awesome. I've wanted one of these for so long. So, alright, let's get started. So you have it here in the base, all ready to go. And to get it started, we're just going to click the power button. And I'm going to click it twice, and I will show you why. I'm going to grab the instructions here, and I'm going to show you guys. So down here, it has a little key for what your temperature range will be. So it's in Celsius, which is fine. We are in America, so we're going to translate it, or convert it rather, over to Fahrenheit. So I need it at around 325. So 320, 325, that's fine. I'm just going to maybe hold it down for an extra 5 seconds to compensate for that missing 5 degrees. But as you can see, there are 3 settings. So depending on what your need is, you just pick what you need. So 1, 2, 3. Right now, the little arrows are red. Hopefully you guys can see that in the background. They are red right now, but when it is ready, it will turn green. Okay, so let's just see. So for iron-on designs, it's saying to preheat your iStoyo, of course. Place base material on clean Teflon pillow, which is what they provided, which was awesome. Preheat base material for 5 seconds. This is something I always forget. I always forget to preheat my material ahead of time. Secure with heat-resistant tape. Press while moving. Let's see. Press while moving. Flip base material over and press for 15 seconds if necessary. Okay. Slowly remove the liner when cool to touch. Well, that depends on your vinyl. Okay, so if your vinyl says cool peel, let it cool down. If it says cold peel, let it completely cool down. And there you go. So, wow, it beeped. Guys, in just that little bit of time that I was reading the instructions, it's ready. What was that, 2 minutes? I actually timed it before. And yes, 2 minutes to heat up. That is quicker than my iron, way quicker than my heat press. So I'm going to go grab some heat resistant tape, and then we're going to press down our HTV. Woo! I'll be right back. Alright, so I typically do not use heat tape when I'm using why can't I think about it? HTV, heat transfer vinyl, because it has like that sticky adhesive to it anyway. But I want to make sure, because this is the first project that I'm doing with this, I want to make sure that I'm doing it properly and I'm following their instructions. So this is my beanie cap. I do have it flipped inside out and upside down. This is how I do it with embroidery, because you need just the one layer. And rather than have that 4 layers of cushion and squishiness, I decided I'm going to try to get it down to as little as possible. So now I have the 2 layers. I already stuck this here loosely, so that way I don't press it upside down. So I know it's got to go on like this, and approximately that space. So let me get the pillow over here, because it does say to use the pillow, which is cool. This is where it needs to be. I'm going to pre-press it for a couple seconds here. Let's do, what, 5 seconds it said? Something like that, right? So I'm just going to press it. It is heated. And my little guy is here helping today. He's in the background. So it is hot to the touch. And I'm going to place this where I think it will look good. Roughly, this is just for me. I am going to be wearing this hat, so it's not going to be perfect. Laying it there. And this vinyl needs to be pressed for 15 seconds. So I am going to cover it. I don't know. Actually, you know what? It says it does not need to be covered, so let's give it a whirl. Just pressing directly on it. This is my first time doing this, guys, so hopefully it turns out good and doesn't ruin the press. So I'm just going to hold it here, and I'm going to count to 15. Actually, I'm going to use the timer on my camera because I do see it clicking away. So let's give it another like 10 seconds. Oh, hopefully this sticks. This is kind of like a weird material to choose anyway, but I'm willing to give it a whirl. Oh boy. Alright, so that's been about 15 seconds, plus I gotta add the extra 5 seconds, and I'm just kind of killing time here, chatting away, because the temperature is 5 degrees less than what I typically use on my big, huge heat press. So let's see. And then we also need to flip it around. Let's see if I can just do it this way. This is how we kind of do it with embroidery too. It's my little 2-year-old yelling in the background. Ah, mom life. Alright, so I'm just going to give it a little extra heat on the back. And, alright, I'm cool with that. I'm going to turn it off for safety reasons. Safety first, guys. Alright, so that is off. When you see there's no light there, it is completely turned off. And I will unplug it when I'm done. Alright, let's give it a whirl. I'm not sure if it's going to stick to this hat. Actually, it's way too hot to peel. Let's give it a couple seconds to calm down, cool down, and then we'll give it a nice peel. Be right back. Wow, guys, I really just realized that I went and grabbed the heat-resistant tape, stuck it next to me, and I never even put it down. So if this image is messed up or not, I don't know, if it didn't adhere to it, I don't know what I'm even saying today. I'm so tired. All right, if it did not stick to the hat properly, it is 110% my fault. I did not use the heat-resistant tape like it was recommended to do in the instructions. So if this doesn't work, I'll take the blame for this one. We'll have to redo it on a shirt or something. But let's give it a little peel. Oh, is it sticking? They always say do like a cold peel or a cool peel on the vinyl instructions. But I feel like if it's like a little warm, it peels so much better. Again, I try to follow instructions because, you know, they know better than me. But you know, you also, when you're doing something for so long and you're messing up so many pieces of attire that it's like you learn tips and tricks. All right, already I'm in love with it. Just so you know, already I am like, wow, this looks good. Ooh, you hear my little guy in the background? He's so excited. He can't wait to see mommy's new hat. Alright, finished product. Dun 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 dun. rosegoldretail.com. Alright, so that worked awesome. The only problem is I placed it too low. I got a little cocky there because when you're embroidering, it needs to come down lower or you get like those goofy lines. So that's what it looks like stretched. Kind of stays. Looks really good in person. You can see where like the design on the background. This is cool. This is really neat. This is a lot easier than embroidering the beanie, to be completely honest with you guys. Oh, that's so cool. I will rock the heck out of this. Yes, love it. Alright. So that's that, guys. There we go. We put our HTV on a little beanie cap. This is a fleece lined one too, by the way. Super nice. Got it from the dollar store. Super awesome. So yeah, there we go. We put our HTV on a beanie cap. We used our iStoyo mini handheld heat press, which heats up in less than 2 minutes. The instructions say 4 minutes. I'm blown away. 2 minutes. I even have a timer to prove it. 2 minutes. It was ready. We were able to press this little area without doing the whole entire heat press and risking burning the whole item here, the whole hat, because when you're pressing down. Plus, I could leave the tags on there and not have to stress about making sure that this plastic piece is not getting pushed into the heat press and melting. I was really able to control this area. Plus, it says you can use it on sublimation in the instructions, which is great because I know so many people are always asking, can I use the smaller things on sublimation? And yes, it absolutely says that you can. So that would be a really fun thing to try too. But there we go. There is my beanie cap. I am so happy with the way it turned out. Even though I placed it down too low, it still looks good. I highly doubt anybody's going to say anything to me. So awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And even if you didn't like the video, just give us a thumbs up because it's the nice thing to do. And it doesn't cost you anything. So just go do it. Bye guys. See y'all.